India's Supreme Court fights for the people. In this powerful documentary, we explore the crucial role India's Supreme Court plays in fighting for the people's rights and civil liberties. As a beacon of hope for a democracy, the Apex Court has been instrumental in shaping the country's legal landscape through its progressive judgments and interventions. From championing public advocacy and judicial activism to safeguarding human rights and promoting legal awareness, the Supreme Court has been a torchbearer of social justice in India. Through its judicial review of court decisions and court rulings, the court has ensured that the principles of constitutional rights and popular justice are upheld. This video highlights the Supreme Court's unwavering commitment to the people's voice and its relentless pursuit of justice, making it an indispensable institution in India's democracy. Watch to learn more about the court's efforts in promoting legal reforms and defending people's rights in the face of adversity. Hi, I am Advocate Dr. Saurabh Kapoor, bringing you a video on this fascinating topic like this. But before you start watching this video, I request you to kindly like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to my YouTube channel to view videos like this more. Please leave a comment below, telling your thought and idea about this video and future videos you want. Kindly share this video with your friends, family, and social groups to spread this knowledge. Join me as I dive into the complexities of India's Supreme Court and challenge myself to explain how it battles for public interest in just 10 minutes. The Supreme Court of India is the highest court in the land, serving as the guardian of the Constitution and the protector of citizens' rights. It's the ultimate interpreter of the law, ensuring that the principles of justice, liberty, and equality are upheld. The court's decisions have a ripple effect on the entire country, shaping the social, economic, and political fabric of India. As the final court of appeal, it's the last resort for citizens seeking justice, and its judgments are binding on all lower courts. The Supreme Court is not just a court of law, but a symbol of hope for the marginalized and the oppressed. It's the beacon of light that shines bright in the darkest of times, a reminder that justice is still alive and kicking in India. The court's commitment to upholding the Constitution and protecting individual freedoms is unwavering, even in the face of adversity. As the highest court in the land, it's responsible for ensuring that the rule of law prevails and that the rights of citizens are safeguarded. In a country as vast and diverse as India, the Supreme Court plays a vital role in maintaining social harmony and promoting national integration. It's the arbiter of disputes, the resolver of conflicts, and the champion of the underdog. The court's decisions are not just legal judgments, but moral compasses that guide the nation towards a more just and equitable society. As the ultimate authority on the Constitution, it's the Supreme Court's duty to defend the values enshrined in the preamble: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. From the dawn of independence to the present day, the Supreme Court has been at the forefront of India's struggle for democracy and social justice. It's been a beacon of hope for the dispossessed, the marginalized, and the oppressed, a shining example of the power of the law to bring about transformation and change. As we navigate the complexities of India's Supreme Court, let's remember the weight of responsibility that rests on its shoulders: to uphold the Constitution, to protect individual freedoms, and to fight for the rights of the people. The Indian judiciary is facing unprecedented challenges, from a staggering backlog of cases to criticism regarding its independence and effectiveness. The Supreme Court is no exception, with a mounting caseload threatening to cripple its ability to deliver justice in a timely manner. The court's independence is also under scrutiny, with allegations of government interference and political meddling casting a shadow over its integrity. Criticisms aside, the Indian judiciary is one of the most powerful and independent in the world. The Supreme Court in particular has a reputation for fearlessness and integrity, with judges who are willing to take on the mighty and the powerful to uphold the law. However, the court's independence is under threat, with the government trying to erode its autonomy and undermine its authority. The backlog of cases is another major challenge facing the Supreme Court. With over 50,000 cases pending, the court is struggling to keep up with the demand for justice. This has resulted in delays, which can be frustrating for litigants who are waiting for years for their cases to be heard. Despite these challenges, the Supreme Court has made significant strides in recent years, with landmark judgments that have impacted the lives of ordinary citizens, from the scrapping of Section 377 to the outlawing of instant triple talaq. The court has shown its commitment to upholding the rights of marginalized communities. One of the most significant judgments in recent times is the Sabarimala verdict, which allowed women of all ages to enter the sacred temple in Kerala. This verdict was a milestone in the fight for gender equality and women's rights, and it marked a significant shift in the way the court approaches issues of social justice. Another landmark judgment was the Puttaswamy verdict, which recognized the right to privacy as a fundamental right. This verdict had far-reaching implications for personal freedoms and data privacy, and it marked a significant departure from the court's earlier stance on the issue. The Supreme Court has also been at the forefront of the fight against environmental degradation and pollution. In the historic MC Mehta versus Union of India case, the court ordered the cleanup of the Ganges River, which had become a symbol of India's environmental neglect. In the area of labor rights, the Supreme Court has made significant contributions, including the landmark judgment in the Bombay Labor Union versus Labor Commissioner case, which recognized the right to collective bargaining and unionization. The court has also played a crucial role in promoting transparency and accountability in government. In the famous Right to Information Act case, the court recognized the citizens' right to information and ensured that government agencies were held accountable for their actions. In the fight against corruption, the Supreme Court has been a beacon of hope, with judgments that have sent shockwaves through the political establishment. The court's verdict in the 2G spectrum case, for example, led to the cancellation of 122 licenses and the recovery of thousands of crores in revenue. The Supreme Court's commitment to social justice is evident in its judgments on issues like education, healthcare, and housing. In the famous Unikrishnan versus State of Andhra Pradesh case, the court recognized the right to education as a fundamental right, paving the way for the Right to Education Act. In recent years, the Supreme Court has also made significant strides in promoting social equity, with judgments that have challenged the status quo and pushed for greater inclusivity. In the famous Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India case, the court decriminalized homosexuality, marking a major victory for the LGBTQ+ community. The Supreme Court's commitment to social justice is not limited to its judgments alone. The court has also taken proactive steps to ensure greater access to justice, including the establishment of fast-track courts and the expansion of legal aid services. One of the most significant recent rulings that showcases the Supreme Court's commitment to fighting for the people's rights is the verdict in the Prashant Bhushan versus Union of India case. In this landmark judgment, the court recognized the right to free speech and expression and struck down a draconian law that had been used to silence dissenting voices. The implications of this verdict are far-reaching, and it marks a significant shift in the way the court approaches issues of free speech and censorship. It's a powerful statement of the court's commitment to upholding individual freedoms and protecting the rights of citizens. The Supreme Court's role in upholding democracy and protecting individual freedoms cannot be overstated. As the highest court in the land, it's responsible for ensuring that the rule of law prevails and that the rights of citizens are safeguarded. The court's judgments are not just legal pronouncements but moral compasses that guide the nation towards a more just and equitable society. In a country like India, where democracy is still a work in progress, the Supreme Court plays a vital role in promoting social justice and ensuring that the rights of marginalized communities are protected. The court's commitment to upholding the Constitution and protecting individual freedoms is unwavering, even in the face of adversity. As we reflect on the Supreme Court's role in upholding democracy and protecting individual freedoms, we're reminded of the power of the law to bring about transformation and change. The court's judgments are not just legal pronouncements, but instruments of social justice that can shape the course of history. What do you think about the role of the Supreme Court in India? Should it play a more active role in promoting social justice and protecting individual freedoms? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out another video discussing related topics.